Hey guys, yep, you just had to do it, didn't you? Get your daily dose of Steve-O. Isn't that amazing? Yes, I'm glad to see you. Glad you came by, old Steve's base camp. Still out here playing around, fine-tuning things. Yeah. Did you guys see that Jerry Nadler, Bill Barr ass chewing contest the other day? Wasn't that amazing? I'll tell you what, guys. That Jerry Nadler is a genius. The way he controlled that situation and all, I just couldn't believe it. I'm amazed. I'm amazed how these Democrats can do this stuff and shine. You know, they're just here to please, and they're part of the solution, not part of the problem. And if you don't believe me, just ask them; they will tell you. Yeah. You know what, guys? I watched Mr. Barr, Bill Barr, control himself. That guy has nerves of steel. God bless him. Yeah. And you know what's happened, guys, with that? I'm so glad Jerry and his team, Nancy team, did that to Bill Barr the other day. It was perfect. And that just confirms to all Americans, all the American people, that Donald Trump will be the next president. So, Jerry, thanks so much. You know, I was worried before that Mr. Trump wasn't going to make it, but yep, now that you guys had your little meeting with Mr. Barr, it's confirmed. Everyone in the USA is looking at you Democrats like, oh my God, we do not want these people running anything. Nothing. So thank you, Jerry, Nancy, Chuck, Swarwell. You know, the more I look at that Nadler guy, I keep having flashbacks, you know, to my early childhood days of that green wicked witch flying across the sky with all of her flying monkeys in tow. Yep, that's the only thing that's in my mind. That's the only thing I can come up with, guys. I'm sorry if I'm hurting feelings or whatever, but that's the only thing that I can visualize is the green witch flying across the sky with Jerry in tow. Yeah. You know, we were sitting there, Miss Daisy and I were watching that circus the other day, and I was watching Barr's demeanor. And I said, where have I seen that demeanor before, you know? And then the light bulb came on. Miss Daisy's boyfriend. Tom Selleck. If you watch Bill and his demeanor, you'll see some Tom Selleck in there. I told her that. I said, you know, do you recognize that demeanor? I said, what are you talking about? I said, just watch Bill and the way he handles himself. Watch him. So she's studying him, you know, trying to figure out what I'm thinking. And I said, you don't recognize that? Not really. No, I don't. I said, your boyfriend, he acts just like your boyfriend. Who are you talking about, Tom Selleck? I said, yeah, your boyfriend. She said, you mean in Blue Bloods? I said, Blue Bloods, whatever. I said, every time I've seen the guy, he acts the same, whether he's on a TV commercial or whatever. He's so cool and laid back and just, you know, tells it like it is. She said, you know something, I can see that in old Bill there. So yeah, I thought I'd pass that along. Maybe you guys didn't see it, but old Steve-O saw it. You know, I like studying people. And anyway, especially Miss Daisy, I like studying her and seeing what, you know, see if I can figure out what's in between them ears, you know, what's going on in between, see if I can't figure out what it is in there, you know. Maybe that's been my attraction for 40 some odd years, you know, trying to figure that out. But anyway, let's stop all that little shenanigans, and we're playing around still with the 5-frame. I built one 8-frame. I'm going to build another 8-frame I've got a 5-frame Propolis trap here, okay? And I'm going to build one more of these. And I'm going to have 4 of these. I'm going to have 2 5s, and I'm going to have 2 8s set up for Propolis production, okay? And just to let you guys know, I did a freeze test on this stuff right here. Matter of fact, I just pulled this out of the freezer, and as soon as I pulled it out of the freezer before I could get a chance for it to do anything, I did that with it, okay? To see if that thing is snapped. No, look at it, it springs right back. That's what's going to be the beauty of this. And I was concerned about that, and I said, well, if I freeze that, I'm building these things, right? And if I built another one here, another 5 with a red matting. I've got enough there actually to build my 8 frame. So that'll give me 4 of these. I've already got one in the field. It's actually working right now. Yep. I screwed up slightly on this one, as you can see here. I got the gap a smidge wide on that one, but that's okay. No bee can get through there. No bee's going to get through there, and no bee is going to come under this lid here and go over here and crawl through any of these holes and get in and start a robbing scenario. That's why I covered up those little holes there, you see. Now, I got to thinking about, you know, and I've shut down my feeder hole. I can't get the feed in here now. And I want to keep these bees jacked and pumped to the max. So, I said, okay, we got to come up with a feeder plan. Well, here it is. Simple. This is a 1-inch. This is a 1-inch 90. I didn't glue it. I just jammed it in there. I took Gorilla Tape and cut it down the width of it. You know, I just tore off a portion of this roll here and wrapped it, and I kept testing it. I kept testing it in the hole because I bored it with 1.25 inch bit. I drilled it with 1.25 inch bit. This bit right here. I lied to you. That is 1.5 inch bit. That is a 1.5 inch bit. All right. So that don't work out too bad. It gives you an oversized hole, but nothing you got to get in here with a drum sander and work on. If you get anything less than 1.5 inches, you know, see the 90 itself wouldn't go in there, but that pipe would. But here's the pipe. I was down at Lowe's this morning and bought this piece of pipe, and you can see it's sloppy in there. I didn't want that much slop in there. So you just take some Gorilla Tape and go around and beef it up. The other thing I did here, I roughed this up good with a rat tail file. I roughed it up on the inside, and I roughed it up in here. I want them bees to crawl through on an easy surface so they can crawl around on it. And they're going to come up here and feed in here like so. I took a needle, this fine needle right here, and put it on my propane, heated it up, and I put 5 holes in there, little holes in here. Now, what I'm going to do here, so here we are. We got it in here. See, it slips in. You got very slight friction in there, and you just drop this down in. Bada boom, bing, done. And the pipe comes not inside. You could bring it in flush, but I didn't. That's fine. Now the next thing I'm doing here is going to take a piece of thin Gorilla Tape, and I'm going to go right down to here with it. piece of thin Gorilla Tape. And I've got some paint over here. I'm going to use some Kills on it. This stuff right here. I will see how it goes. I don't know how it'll do. It's just this blocks heavy interior stains and all. It's just something I had in stock. I'm gonna spray the. Got a couple bottles. I told her to save me 4 or 5 of these right here. You could use the Coke bottles too. This is a Pepsi bottle. The Coke bottles would be good too. They're just beefier, stronger. But the UVs are going to eat this up. And you need a way to look at your flow in here, see what volume you have in this jar. So you just put a little thin strip here of Gorilla Tape, spray it, let it dry, then peel your Gorilla Tape off, fill it with your surplus, your syrup, and drop it in the hole. That's it. So that's how we're going to feed. I was thinking about calling Man Lake and buying those interior feeders. Well, guess what you get to do then? You get to tear the hive apart every so often, every 3-4 days. Pull your production, trap off of there that you don't want to disturb. You want them to keep proposing. You got to get in here and fill the feeder up. All of that shenanigans, you know. So anyway, this is my easy fix. Rigging up 4 hives like this. We'll see how it goes. We'll put these in production. We're going to put you in production. We're going to put Mr. Trump in production for another 4 years. Isn't that beautiful? God bless America. Be happy, guys. Be strong, because we got to keep getting her on. See ya.